For this morning's devotional thought, take a moment to read Esther chapter 4, in particular verses 10 through 14. One of the greatest examples of the providential hand of God is found in the book of Esther. And in it are these words, "Who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" Now, I don't know every situation in which God is involved in the lives of men, and neither do you. However, I do know that He's still, let's say, on the job. Today, you and I have and will witness the general providence of God. Jesus said that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh the sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and he sends rain on the just and on the unjust. That's Matthew 5 and verse 45. If you received a good night's sleep last night, it was the general providence of God. If you were up in time to see the sun rise, then you witnessed the general providence of God. God is constantly at work in our lives. Some of these examples of God's providence are observed by each of us and every day. However, the specific ways in which God works in our lives today may not be as obvious. Did God put blank in my life because he knew I needed her? Well, maybe. Did God allow me to leave the house a few minutes late so it wouldn't be me in that awful accident on the highway? Maybe. Several years ago, did God move us to Marietta, Georgia, a town that had an exceptional neonatal unit because we were going to have a premature baby fight for survival? Maybe. I could speculate on this all day long, but the reality is I don't always know when I'm seeing the providence of God, but I do know that God is on the job. David believed that, Psalm 23. The Proverbs writer believed that, and that God was at work in the lives of people, Proverbs 3 and verse 6. And Jesus himself taught the disciples that God was working in the lives of others, Matthew 6 and verse 11. No, I don't know every occasion in which God may be at work, but I do know that he is at work in my life and in yours. And so because of that, I stand in awe of the Almighty who continues to work in my life. I hope you have a great day, and may God bless you.